this online assessment in BTech first and second semester. This was written to test when there were group of students. So for this online assessment, we prepared two sets because for group of students there are opportunities in the lab. So two sets were prepared and there were 20 MCQ, 2 mark each, and 4 respective questions of 5 mark each. This assignment was for 45 duration. 45 minutes was set for the examination, and this 45 minutes we distributed 20 minutes for MCQ, 1 minute for each question, and then 5 minutes for each descriptive question, 20 minutes for the descriptive answers, and of course we kept 5 minutes for as a result. So total 45 minutes were distributed for this exam, and total marks was 60, but this 60% was converted to the 15% because as per the course handout plan, and 2 was for 15%. So 60% was converted to 15%. So this is the MCQ results, only 20 questions, 2 marks each out of 40. So students it's like our normal distributions. So the idea behind this setting of the question was that there should be 20% questions which every student can attempt on an average, and then there should be no questions which only intelligent students can attempt, say 15 to 20% answer, and then there are almost 70% questions which almost like average class represent. So when we got this result after the examinations, we checked around the evaluation pattern that yes, the questions we set were going on the right direction. But along with the MCQ, we set some descriptive questions also. There were 2-3 reasons. First reason was students should not guess that okay, that option A or option C is the right mark. To cross check that, along with MCQ, we set up some descriptive question. And number 2, we know very well that there are some students who are good at MCQ. But to check the analyzing skills, explanation skills, how student is writing the answer, in which way student is going on, that are the second reasons we thought that okay, we should give descriptive questions also. So once we include MCQ and as well as descriptive questions, this was the overall result out of 60 marks. Again, the result was almost a normal distribution. So the idea was that all the class should be performed in such a way that the class should be distributed in normal way. That 20% on that way and the 30% on the right way, and the average 60-70% should be on the right way. So our overall experience was that if we can include MCQ and descriptive both, that will be more valuable rather than having only descriptive or MCQ. That's why these two results were prepared, and then these are the few learnings for everyone. They are for faculty. We can have a close check on the topic, understanding how much students have read from each topic, and this learnings we can close check on item analysis. I'll show you in the next slide what this item analysis. Moodle has a particular feature, and this item analysis helps us to know that okay, these topics are being covered very well, or students have not understood this topic, so which topic require further revision. And of course, once we put some MCQs, immediately we have the answer that okay, out of 70 questions, how many questions have been selected wrong or right. So immediately we have the answer. And then, of course, if we have a hard copy, so it must take more than one session to distribute the copy to the students. That at this time you can come, we distribute the copies, then some plus minus. So this reduces their effort also, and of course people less. For students, it's complete coverage of subject. What that means? If we go for descriptive questions, then students are randomly preparing the topics. Okay, that this topic we prepare, and 4 topics will not prepare. But if we set MCQs, students are supposed to revise all the subjects, all the topics. That okay, from chapter number 1 to last, we are required to complete the subject rather than only one chapter or the second chapter. So it helps us students to revise all the subjects. And of course, when evaluation is over, students are able to know that how many questions they have to take mark or wrong mark. So instant feedback is there. As a system, there is a flexibility in timing and location. There is no point of that okay, we can collect our copies in the universities only, at home, anywhere else. If they are sitting anywhere, we can check that descriptive question to students that are attempted. So there is no problem of location. Less administrative activities in terms of okay, that copies will be handed over to the faculty and the faculty will hand to the exam cell. So immediately we got the answer, and then once evaluation is done, within a single week we can hand over to the exam cell. Then it helps us in administration activities also, and of course there is no file work that okay, these are marks or this is the evaluation system. So immediately we have the system. So this helps us for the system as a overall learning. This is what I was explaining this item analysis. In Moodle there is a feature. This is in our portions where we show the questions that okay, these are the questions and these are the answers. The blue marks show the right answer while the red marks show the wrong answer. And this is very helpful for the faculty to justify that okay, this 78% students have attempted the right answer. It means remaining 23% have not attempted the right answer, and along with it, that only 1% students have attempted this method. So this item analysis is very helpful, and this item analysis is immediately after the examination. In manual process, it must take more time. If you do like hard copy, when we are evaluating the question number 1, this mark, and question number 3, this mark. So this takes much more time, while in MCQ and online quiz. So this item analysis in Moodle helps a lot to identify that okay, this question has been covered, or this question has been understood by students very well, while maybe this question has not understood, so we can take further revision, so we can revise that class. So this item is very more helpful.
So actually the thing is that people who are doing testing and physics or activity, for them this is kind of ABC. But for normal faculty, to start looking at the test papers using this tool is a big step forward. So when you use GATE or those companies, they do GATE, you are only doing this right-hand side. But I think what your norm saying is becoming possible using this functionality for all of us. Yeah.
So these are 2-3 points which we found that if we can introduce negative marking in MCQs also, right now in our module system yet to be introduced. So that will reduce the guess marking situation that students can't do A option or B option until they don't know. And of course, along with this negative marking, if we can include one feedback along with the MCQ's answer, if you are selecting say option C, then what is the explanation? Why you are selecting C or D? There has to be some like 1 mark explanation, 1 statement or 2 statement that okay, I am going for C or D, then why C and not A and B. And of course, more category of question can be used. In this midterm, we will do only MCQs. But in online, we can also include like say fill in the blank, social reasoning, or reasoning, option A and option B based on this. Which option is no? So today we have again example. Yes,
that's a manageable number. But you're trying to get a very proper balance of looking at MCQ responses versus reasoning, analysis, what's going behind in the mind.
Yes, sir.
Blend.
So Charles, do we have a common location where how to create an assessment is available?
Okay, why have this commercial break? Mr. Nawaz Sharif is coming.
Agreed. I just saw the message.
I think this is very, very important for all of us.
So this MCQs or the online assessment is much more powerful when we have number of students like 200 or 300. Okay, when students like 5, 10 or 15, anybody can go, but when you have 200 or 300 students, then these systems help much more. Because ultimately, within a short period, given student period, you are supposed to submit the result like say 1 days or 10 days. So this system helps. This is what we understood from the.
This is a good combination for the numbers we are talking about. If you're not talking about 5 students who are your PhD scholar, you do need MCQ. We are not looking at 10,000. You can't do any subjective. And you're putting the right blend. And then you're using tools like item analysis, which are used for large numbers, to go a little deeper into sharpening questions that you use.